Okay, going forward. 3, 5, 2. Going forward. We've got to utilise these really wide positions. That's what the formation's for. Loads of outlets, loads of pace going down the wings. So we need to use them. We need to make sure that the defenders, back this side, are really under pressure. Okay? So what they're more than likely do in this scenario is they're going to put 4 along the back. It's very unlikely they'll stay for long with just 3 at the back. If that happens, I might change things around, but if they've got any intelligence and understand our formation, they'll put 4 across the back, because it will be way too much for just 3 defenders to deal with. So as an outlet, once we start getting our passes out to the defenders, maybe a bit of triangular work, and we can see that Joe's free. We've got Rob here, Tom in the middle, Steve in the middle there. We can aim for these big men at the top if we need to. But what we need to do is get the ball down the wings and then get a cross in. So Joe and Ollie both like to run. They want to use their pace, they want to get down the wing, okay? So we're going to hit balls from the centre, finding space. Playing to Joe's feet is all right. It's not a bad thing, but expect the pass back. If Rob here, you're going to pass it to Joe, he's going to look to turn his player. Probably won't want to run against him every single time. A couple of times he will, but he's going to look to give you the ball back. So you've got to expect it coming back. And the reason why he's doing that is because Joe is not the kind of player who wants to have the ball tight to feet with his head down. Joe wants the ball in there. And Joe will be able to chase onto that and quite easily win the ball and get a cross in. Okay, so that's where we need the win backs. That's where we need Joe and Ollie to be getting down in those passes, getting down into these corners. It's very little use having really, really wide players if you're not prepared to get down the wing, confuse the back line and get balls across the back line. We've got 2 powerful guys here, Alex and Pat. Now they're going to be up there and they're going to be waiting for that cross to come in. And I put the emphasis here, guys, Alex and Pat, on this kind of position. Okay, I don't want to see 2 of you in there side by side waiting for a cross to come over from Joe, only for the ball to go straight over the top. Fortunately for you, we have got Ollie on this side. So if you 2 miss the ball, Ollie will be drifting in there and looking to recover the ball. What I do want to see from you guys is this kind of formation, and Ollie will come in the middle, so you start to form this line across the field. Robert will need to come in there and support Joe. We're going to have to think about getting into very forward positions in this game. So we have to play a little bit dangerous. It means we will be a little bit vulnerable at the back, okay? But Rob's going to need to get down into here and offer some output, some assistance from Joe here. Maybe some 1-2s you can work in there, or you can feed the ball straight over towards the penalty spot. Tom will be coming in, Steve will be coming in. So we start to form a line whereby as that ball comes across from Joe, we all on the end of it. If you push too many people in early into the box, what will happen is you'll get a bunch of players in there, a bunch of defenders, a bunch of our guys, and yeah, it'll just get crowded out. It'll be much harder to score. So to score goals from these crosses, what you need is almost some late movement into these spaces. Joe's gone, you know he's gone. You can just stride forward up into here. You know he's going to deliver the ball, okay? And you want to start creating this kind of formation. There'll be a bit of extra cover at the back here. Okay, so that's how we're going to look going down the right side. It'll be a very similar thing where we've got Rob and Tom and Steve. We've got Pat here. Alex, Ollie will be drifting the ball in down here. Okay, and we'll be looking at something like that. Ollie will whip a ball over, we'll be on the end of it. We've got a nice line. So that's using the wings. Okay, oh, Alex and Pat, Tom. Now what do these defenders do when we're in those 4 positions? Well, the first thing, because there's only 3 of them, we've got Jason on this side, Tony over here, and James on the right. We have to be very careful about pushing these guys forward. They need to remain quite tight here. Okay. If we get a break coming against us quick, coming out there, these defenders have to be aware. Okay, so if we've formed a bit of a line and we're waiting for that ball to come across, that last defender, in most cases I want it to be Tom, that last midfielder, I'm sorry, I want that last man to be Tom. If Tom's going to make a run, it needs to be a very late run into the box to clean up anything that pops out. Okay, we can't be forgetting our defensive responsibilities here, and very quickly we've now got these three. There's probably two men on them, I would have thought. Very quickly stranded on their own. So the last defender has to think about it as we're travelling forward. Just be aware of what's going on around, get your eyes about. Now, quite likely that these guys have got so forward that the ball often pops out. When these guys have gotten in, we're right in there. Ollie's down here, let's get some offering. What normally happens in the game is that the ball will pop out somewhere along there. So Tom will get his scoring opportunity, Tom will get his chance. But he's not there for that. He's there to make sure that if there's a fast break, we've got four to cover it. Okay, so we want to use our outlets. We want to use Ollie deep, we want to use Joe deep. When we do that, we're vulnerable. And we have to realise that we've got some defensive responsibility. That's about it. I don't want to complicate things too much. There's some other things that we can work on if this system works for us and if we like it. There's some other bits that we can work on. But for now, these guys got to get up and down, work hard. Remember to fill in at the back. The midfield have got to remember their responsibilities both defensively and going forward. And our captain Tom will be waiting there hopefully just to mop anything up and deal with it. The thing is, if Tom picks anything up in there, we know we can hit the wide areas again. It's going to be quite difficult to feed in directly into here. So we'll be looking for Ollie and Joe. If Tom picks something up here, come back, come and look to receive the ball. We'll have Jason out here and James perhaps over there once we've got the ball back, looking to assist. But most importantly, remember your responsibilities. It's quite a dangerous system of play for the defenders at the back, and Tony will feel the pressure tomorrow. Hopefully that'll be enough, and we'll go win the game. So thanks guys, see you tomorrow.